Not good at keeping the country but good at ruining it. Mao Zedong waved his hand, and the educated youth went to the countryside. Deng Xiaoping waved his hand, and the people of the whole country went into business. Jiang Zemin waved his hand, and the workers of state-owned enterprises were laid off. Hu Jintao waved his hand, and the housing prices were reduced. People hoped that the primary school students would have a better life with a wave of their hands. Who would have thought that he would wave his hand, and the people of the whole country would take the number in front of the crematorium? This is the despair of the Xi's Meng Dream in 2023. If the beautiful dream is illusory, it would be fine, but it is all nightmares. The Tang dynasty poet Li Bai's Dream Farewell said, "How can I bow my head and serve the powerful? It is a masterpiece of all ages." The Xi's Meng Dream of primary school students will die soon, forcing the people to take to the streets. Don't want a leader, want votes. His wife Peng Liuan said goodbye to Emperor Xi. The soldiers have plundered the land, and the sound of Chu songs is heard everywhere. China has suffered a lot. How can we talk about a good life? Rather than waiting until he was shot like Ceausescu, it is better to say goodbye in tears early. Everyone said that Deng Xiaoping was not good, but looking back, Deng was very good, and China began to integrate with the West. Everyone says Jiang Zemin is not good enough, but looking back, Jiang is a capable person who can break the ice after the June 4th incident in the West. Everyone says Hu Jintao is not good enough, but looking back, Hu was at least a top student who was admitted to Tsinghua University from a remote county in the 1960s and did not bother the common people. Everyone hopes that the young man will learn to be honest, simple and honest, have been to the countryside and joined the production team, understand the suffering of the people, and can take China to a higher level. After the epidemic, it was found that this man had squandered the industries left by the previous generation. He is really not good enough, and everyone was deceived by his superficial honesty. Primary school students don't like Deng Xiaoping, and they bring out Shi Zhongshuan, who was schizophrenic in his later years, to stand in the center. Primary school students think Jiang is an eyesore, and CCTV avoids him. Primary school students look at Hu Jintao as a blockage, and let the guards take him away from the 20th National Congress. Primary school students are all satisfied, and their eyes are full of people holding white papers, and he starts to pretend to be nearsighted. The difference between Xi's Meng Dream and Chian's Mengxiang Dream is a world of difference. Wang Huning did not receive a comprehensive basic education during the Cultural Revolution. If he was a department-level cadre, it would be understandable. Huning has thousands of masters and doctors who graduated from famous universities. Why did no one raise questions? Did no one see it? Or did no one dare to make suggestions? Because of the tacit understanding of the Communist Party of China, that those who make suggestions will be ignored. If Huning corrected the Chinese Meng Dream, said by the primary school students, to Chinese Mengxiang Dream, it would be like slapping the primary school students in the face. The students would be unhappy. How could Huning become the second Yang Du? If the followers questioned Huning, Xi Jinping thought, and changed it to Xi Theorem, wouldn't Wang have to be laid off and go back to Shanghai Urumqi Road to sell watermelon paste? The connotation of the Chinese word dream is illusion. Eating Qingfeng buns and sleeping on the island of Ying in Zhongnanhai where Guangxu was imprisoned. The essence of the Chinese dream is the dragon throne in the Forbidden City that Puyi sat on and was almost finished, which is also the dream of the junior and high school students who succeeded the primary school students. Facts show that the primary school student Meng Dream is his dream of imperial power. I only feel the pillow and bed of the time, and lose the mist and haze that I have always had. The Chinese Mengxiang Dream is the ideal of all our Chinese nation. The world is for the public, the virtuous and the capable are selected, and trust and harmony are maintained. Therefore, the autocratic thought of the primary school student dream is lower than the dream theory of China's new era, China Mengxiang Dream. Like waking up from a dream, everyone has had dreams, but how many can they remember? Have most of them forgotten? Ideal dreams, faith pursuits. People of lofty ideals and aspirations do not forget their original intentions. The Mengxiang ideal dream theory of China's new era. Implement a republic in China. A true republic is based on the premise of separation of powers. Without this premise, it is a false republic. Without separation of powers, there is no republic. Without a true republic, there will be no true constitution. In fact, as early as October 1911, The Shanghai Revolution led by Dr. Sun Yat-sen overthrew the Qing dynasty's autocracy and established the first republic in Asia, the Republic of China. The English name is Republic of China. Later, the Provisional Constitution of the Republic of China was formulated, which is based on the separation of powers, which is the current political system in Taiwan. In order to protect the peace of the dynasty, the second Yangdu refuted the argument by saying, "Yours is a bourgeois republic, and ours is an advanced socialist republic, a full-process democracy, and the Chinese people enjoy the greatest rights." We can bring down these little Yangdu by just taking out one of the historical materials and arguments we refuted. If socialism is considered to be a more advanced society than capitalism, then the separation of power should be clearer. How can the power be more mixed? And there is no limit on the re-election of the chairman of the military commission. Why do we have to go back in history and make the president and vice president a lifetime system? Does this conform to the principles of Marxist historical materialism and the advanced nature of socialism over capitalism in the CCP constitution? In modern Chinese history, there was a person who first changed the separation of power to mixed power, and then changed the limited term to life tenure, and finally revealed his true colors of restoring the emperor. As a result, the people of the whole country communicated against him. He was the Hongxian Emperor Yuan Shikai, who ended up getting caught up in the National Protection War and died with hatred. Those people in Shanghai and Nanjing who tout how good the mixed power of the fake socialist republic is, be careful that one day they will become the tragic figures of Liu Shaoqi, because the mixed power will lead to the appearance of X Zedong and Y Teller. I advise primary school student Whiting, Yuan Shikai with the courtesy name Whiting, not to go against the natural law of the republic and bring about his own destruction,